Welcome to Dependable Flame, where we explore vintage petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacciana, and other useful mechanisms. Make yourself at home. Today we have this Parker table lighter that I can't get a hold of the wick on, so I'm going to go ahead and re-wick it. So I'm just going to start here doing this the hard way, pulling this wadding out a little bit of it at a time. It's not much to this. I really feel like I've done it a million times now, and I don't really feel like I have anything that I can add to help you to do it. See there, the wick is coming out. If it's just pulling apart, it feels good and solid. If I could have gotten a hold of it, it would have still been good, I think. But it is out of there now, so I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of this wadding out, and then we will re-wick it and get new wadding in there. But back to what I was saying, I feel like I've done this a million times. I feel like I've videoed it a million times, and I'm rather bored with it. I'd rather just do it, get it over with, and be done. But I know that somewhere down the line, and probably the minute that I get it done and don't video it, I'm going to get a question saying, can you show me how to replace the wick in a Parker table lighter? So I might as well do it while might as well video it while I'm doing it. So here we go. May edit some of this out, and I may also speed the video up at some point. It's really just a matter of coaxing the cotton up here to where you can reach it, or wadding, or whatever you want to call it. Sometimes it's cotton, sometimes it's rayon, sometimes it's sawdust. I've used old women's underwear that were clean, of course. I wouldn't use dirty underwear, but I've used a lot of things as wadding at different times depending on what I had available. So hopefully I can pull most of this up, shake it around if I have to, and get all this wadding out of here. If you enjoy watching repair videos about old petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacciana, and other useful mechanisms, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video you're watching. Tell your friends about the channel. Hit the share button. Send that link off in a text, email, post it on social media, however it is that you communicate with folks nowadays, and let them get a look at it for themselves. You can leave any comments or questions below the video. We would also appreciate it if you would follow and like Dependable Flame and DependableFlame.com across all the social media platforms. That'll be Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and of course eBay. So Again, just coaxing this stuff out, up and out of the fuel hole. Sometimes you get one long piece, sometimes you get a million little pieces. This one seems to be somewhere in the middle. Maybe shake some of that a little closer. We'll see. While I have this here, I'll go ahead and show you the flint mechanism, because I cleared that a minute ago. Lost my hook. And then sometimes I get a little greedy and trying to force a little bit too much through that hole. Felt like it was going to tear. Maybe not. Maybe I got lucky. And there's still more in there I can see. It's giving the Ronson crown a run for its money in regards to the amount of wadding it has stuffed off in it. But it should have very good fuel economy, I would think, with it being a closed tank and having all that wadding in there. Such a big tank to hold all that fuel. You'd think you would have little evaporation. It's got a snuffer cap that encloses the wick. Make sure you get over to eBay and check out the dependableflame.com store. Every purchase that you make there will benefit HDSA, Huntington's Disease Society of America, with at least 10% of each purchase going to that charity. We also run 3 penny start auctions each month, where 100% of those 3 listings go to HDSA. I provide free shipping. High bidder pays the money, which the charity gets 100% of, and everybody is happy. Alright, looks like we've got it all out of there now. So I'll go ahead and show you the flint mechanism here, which locks down under that bar. The retainer screw is missing from the top right here. So I will go ahead and remove the flint spring and the flint. And then that's the flint tube that was obstructed. The wheel can only go on in one direction. It still worked properly. I was able to drill that one out by hand. I take that back. I think no, I did it by hand. Started with the small drill bit and then punched through with the big one. So we got that back in place. Got it sparking. We'll go ahead and get our new wick in there. We're going to go ahead and tie off one end of this. Do our little wire lasso trick. Just a simple knot like you're beginning to tie your shoes. Bring that down. Get your wick. And I think that'll be close enough to the end where it can grab it and yet it's still thin enough to draw it down. Pull that as tight as you can. Then fold both sides down straight. And then twist that over and over as tight as you can. You don't want that getting caught up on anything inside the tank, like the plunger seat or piston seat, whatever that's called. Thumb lever seat. So get that twisted up good and tight. Make sure you got a good enough length to fish out of your lighter. Then go ahead and tie it off. Okay, now once you've got that tied off, you can cut that off. Now you have your wick prepared to be installed into this lighter. Make sure, maybe I didn't cut that quite close enough. Make sure that there's not anything here on the end that's gonna get in your way. That'll be a little bit finer point to travel through there. Down the chimney. Look at that, we didn't even have to fish it out, just came right on out. Now get our wick lined up. Okay, got lucky there that I didn't pull it on all the way through, but sometimes luck is what you need. I'll take it. I will probably, since that's such a big table lighter, yeah, I'll probably go ahead and leave all that wick. So I won't be able to use that knot again. So now we've got the wick in there, and that is just about the height we're going to want it. Go ahead and get the organic cotton coil. Probably not going to take all that, but that should be enough. So that's a little bit too wide. So we're going to go ahead and split this in half, and that'll let it feed down in there a little bit easier. And it's usually pretty easy to separate. So now we'll start with one end of what is about half as thick a coil as it was, and we'll start feeding that down. If it takes some wick with it here and there, that's exactly what we want. If not, we're going to have to go here in a minute and feed it down in there ourselves. So you don't really want to be poking around in there to poke anything loose. You're just really guiding the cotton into place. And that coil broke on me. That's alright. We're going to go ahead and put a little bit more in there. Don't think it needs a ton, but I would definitely like that packed in there densely, just to see how fuel efficient and how well operating this lighter is. Go ahead and call that good. That got about half of it, of that original coil that I had out here, and that is packed in there pretty densely, hopefully with enough space to still get my fuel screw back in. So that is the repair video. I apologize, Montas, for no lighting of the lighter, but I'm going to be fueling this one here in a minute and making a video for it. So until next time.